Okay, so John is moving and unpacking, and we haven't really done a video in a while. And I'm gonna take the reins on this one because I know John doesn't watch Real Housewives of NJ. And I do, and I've been watching it ever since they came out. They've been my favorite franchise because I'm from Jersey. But I really am disappointed, which I know a lot of people are, with this past season. Everyone's saying rumor this, rumor that. There's not going to be a reunion. Everybody hates each other. Okay, I'm only going by the episodes. And as far as everything now, I think everybody's just done. Everybody is done. Everybody needs to take a time out. Maybe come back in like a season or two. As far as getting a whole new cast, though, it's like diving into cold water. It's like you're really not sure. You kind of want to check it out, but you're kind of skeptical. And it's like, oh. But as far as everything goes, as the reunion, there's not going to be one. Apparently, I don't know. Everybody hates each other. I've been seeing things going around about Jen, Teresa, everybody has some kind of crap attached to them. Even Jackie, who I don't really care for because I think she's just like a wannabe and wants to be in the spotlight and however she can get it. Like, I don't want to totally bash Jackie, but she's a flip-flopper. The way that she was nasty to Melissa when Melissa was trying to defend her friend against Teresa, and then Jackie just goes and fires back at Melissa. Don't even do that. Like, don't even be here. How about you get the fuck... Nobody likes you. Like, I mean, I don't want to be like that, but she's such a bitch. Like, why turn on your friend who was there for you all those seasons, and you're going to go and kiss Teresa's ass, who did nothing but throw you under the bus and start rumors about you? Which, let's get on the whole Teresa train. Okay. I am on the Teresa train. Woo, woo. I have loved her since the beginning. It's hard for me not to like Teresa because she is like the powerhouse right now. I know a lot of people disagree with me on that one, but honestly, I feel like Teresa is in a really bad spot, and when she gets into a corner, she just boom, 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 boom. Like, she'll make up shit. She'll just anything for attention to get to her. And I could be wrong, but I think Joe, her old husband, was a little strict on her, and I think she felt uncomfortable with Louis. I think she feels a little bit more comfortable, but with all the things going on about Louis, who knows what's true and what's not. As far as looking at the guy, he kind of scares me. He kind of has these eyes that will rip right through you. So, he could be a nice guy. I don't know. This I don't know for sure. But I guess as long as Teresa's happy, that's the only thing that matters. And her poor daughters, they're so gorgeous, and they just get dragged through all of this because of the show and Louis and like everybody. Just leave those girls alone. Anytime I've seen any type of video about them, like the Giudice girls, everybody's been really positive and saying you girls look great, which is good, which is what you want to do, because they didn't sign up for this. Teresa did. And I'm not saying that it's Teresa's fault, because Teresa's made a really good name for herself in that franchise. And I think for now, she's just kind of doing whatever she has to do, whether it's start rumors, throw people under the bus. She's got to continuously make that money to keep her girls happy. And I totally get that. She's got to support her kids. So as far as everyone going at Teresa, like, I get it. Teresa definitely has changed in the eyes of the seasons that we've seen, but I don't know. I think Teresa just needs a true somebody. I know that sounds ridiculous, but maybe I'm wrong. Moving on to Dolores. I like Dolores. I've liked her ever since when she came on, not in the beginning, but a couple seasons through. I think she's very headstrong. She knows what she wants and she knows what she doesn't want. But as far as her and Paul's relationship, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's not my business. But I think everyone should let them be. If she's happy and he's happy, what's the problem? If something falls through or, something happens, then it's gonna happen. Nobody can predict that. So Dolores I like, and I think she's like so badass, and she's so hot. Let's move on to, oh, the adorable Rachel Fuda. She is so cute. She's adorable. I think that she wants to stand up for herself, but I don't think a lot of people take her seriously when she stands up for herself. And I can see that frustrates her. And I really don't want to be this type of gal, but she was pretty before her nose job. And she's really cute now. And I don't think her nose looks bad. I think Jen's nose looks like melted Play-Doh. But I think Rachel is just so cute, and she's a great mom. I wouldn't mind having her back on the continuous thing of the Housewives. So I really like her. Danielle, I freaking love. She's adorable. She's a Jersey girl through and through. I love the way she talks and the way she handles it. And I absolutely love when she smacked Jen Aiden right on the side of the head. That fucking bitch. Yeah, I got some things to say about that one. She's fucking nuts. But Danielle is cute. I like her. I hope for her to stay. Who else is there? Danielle, Teresa. Okay, I guess we're down to Jen Aiden. Now, I liked Jen Aiden when she first came on the show. I thought she was hilarious. All the things that she would say that nobody else would say was so funny. But I think for Jen, she never had a limit. I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't grow up with the girl, so I don't know. But the thing that really tipped me over the edge in being a not Jen fan was the fact that her sister-in-law, I think her brother just had a baby, and her sister-in-law was in the hospital, and she was being investigated by the hospital police, I guess, because she pulled the fire alarm because they wouldn't let her see the baby with her kids. So she went and pulled the fire alarm. I'm sure she'll be home in a couple days. Like, did you really have to fucking put everyone else in that annoying part of, okay, now we have to fucking stop and do this? Like, I just think that she has no limit, and I think her and Bill's relationship is a little soured, which happens. You know, I don't want to put everything on Jen because I'm sure she works hard enough to keep her husband's attention. And I kind of feel bad for Jen because she has all these wonderful, beautiful things, but she's broken inside. And I feel like the way that Teresa didn't stick up for her really hurt her. I think she felt like Teresa was a great friend of hers, and she didn't expect that. And I think if a friend was really a friend, they'd be on your side. I understand, like, oh, Teresa says, well, Danielle never did anything to me. Totally get that. You want to keep the peace with somebody that you are not on bad terms with. You want to keep it copacetic. But I think for Jen even starting to put her hands on Danielle, like, you don't do that. If you do that, you're going to get what you got. Or even worse, because if people didn't hold Danielle back, I think she would have beat the shit out of Jen. And I would have watched it. But that's just me. But I think I covered all the housewives. Rachel, Danielle, Teresa, Jen, Dolores. I think that's it. Now to talk about the husbands, or not the husbands per se, but the guys of Real Housewives, I think Frank is really funny. I think him and Dolores have a great relationship, and I commend them for that because it's really hard to do. Joey Gorga, I love him. He is so funny. Oh, I forgot Melissa. Shit. Joey Gorga is so funny. I want to be like best friends with him. And then I'll bring up Melissa because Melissa, she's like this tiny little mouse in the corner that goes beep, 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 beep. You know, she beeps a little bit, and then she tries to get her point across and nobody hears her. But I think Melissa's fine. I don't have an issue with her. I think she's a really good friend. I think she has an amazing family dynamic, and I love that for her, and I hope they keep that strong bond for a very long time. Getting back to the husbands, John Fuda, he's a little weird. Because he's like, oh, I had that double-sided he wasn't weird. Like, the situation of him talking about it was weird. He seems like a nice guy. So what? He sold marijuana. I mean, we all did shit when we were younger. Who cares? Paul, I really don't know him too well. He seems like a nice guy. He seems to make Dolores happy, and that's what's important. Oh, and I forgot Margaret. Okay, so Joe Benigno, he's adorable. I think he's an adorable old man. As far as Margaret, See, I knew I was forgetting people. As far as Margaret, I'm not really sure what side of the fence to be on with her, because she can be your best friend ever, and then she could be the most evil Satanist bitch in the world. So I don't know. I mean, I think she means well. And I like the fact that she was friends with Danielle Staub, because that showed that she didn't judge people from what she knew. She had to do it for herself. So I think that that has a lot of integrity as a person there for Margaret. But like I said, I really don't know. I don't know. As far as Nate, I think he's a sweet guy. Great, perfect for Danielle. They seem to love each other and everything's great, and they have their cute little family. Am I missing anybody else? Probably Louis, right? I think that's the one I'm missing. I should have written this down. See, as far as Louis goes, I don't know. There's just so many unknown layers to him. And when he tries to explain things, it makes sense. And then when it plays out, it's like, wait, what were you trying to do? And I'm like, okay. But as far as him, I really don't know. I mean, he could be the biggest master manipulator in the world and I wouldn't know it. I think Teresa loves him and he makes her happy, but I think she just wants someone true, and she wants someone to not start any bullshit, I think. But I'm not Teresa, I don't know. But that was my take on the New Jersey Housewives as far as right now. If they did completely like put a halt to the season and then they're going to start a whole new group of girls for Jersey, I hope they're just as lovable as the ones from the beginning, because I miss Caroline, I miss Dina. I actually miss Danielle Staub. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I tend to watch more episodes with her because all this other petty crap that everyone else fights over, at least Danielle was like real shit. You know what I mean? It was like, oh my God, this woman's crazy. She's going to the police. She's got the court. There was always something with her. So that was always a good watch. But as far as everything goes, I hope they can just patch it up and figure out how to fix it, unless they're just doing this all for publicity for the show, which is another thing I thought about. But I mean, if you have any comments, let me know. I personally could talk about the Housewives all day long because I absolutely love those women. Even if you love to hate them, you still like them. But that's my opinion on it. You can take it or leave it. You can chit chat with me with it. But hopefully we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming for next week. I'm not exactly sure, but fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you for watching, and leave a comment so we could chit chat about the Housewives, because like I said, I could talk about it forever. But I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Stoner signing off. Over.